ministry. Yep, yeah. Give me fresh shit on. She like, come on. Yeah. Yeah. Broken died. Yeah. So one of the all praises. No. First of all, we're true Hebrew Israelites coming out week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America, the wicked 2/3 of our own people, right? This is for salvation of the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians of Indian and Negro descent, who has the ear to hear and the eyes to see. So first of all, we give all praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakadash.
Yeah. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do well and do well, right? To the elder apostles in Connecticut, to the bishops, the priests, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds, preaching the truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hope of the elect, Shalom, to the Israelite foreigners, who phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel and your father, and have come back to the fold. Shalom to your sisters who are walking, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence. Shalom. Yeah, we out here, right? And right, this lesson is called. I did a lesson on an interview, and the interview guy is this geopolitics guy, and he was saying Israel has lost. So this lesson is called Israel has lost, right? Because what dealing with their, with Benjamin Netanyahu, not a Jew, right? He's out there basically. He was accused of war crimes, and his only way of not actually being arrested or sought after on these war crimes is to just continue the war. So he has to continue the war in order not to go to be sentenced under these war crimes, right? So
that would be ironic for him to end up in The Hague, where his so-called original oppressor.
Yeah. So you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So basically the guy was speaking about it, and he was saying that there was a doctor that went over to Israel, and he was a doctor, and he was saying that literally every child that he came into him had a bullet to his head. He said that couldn't be accidental, that had to be intentional, because every child had a gunshot wound. So it's not like, okay, maybe one had one didn't, one was a leg wound, one was, no, everyone had a gunshot wound to the head, and we're talking children, right? So these people are supposed to have this mercy, and supposed to have these, speaking of mercy, right? Because you're supposed to be God's people, you're supposed to literally know to have mercy, right? That's what the Lord said. You're a stranger in a strange land, and you ought to have mercy, right? At least on upon each other, right? So, you get that article? It says almost 200,000 Palestinians were killed. Okay. I don't know if you have something about that. I got to fix it. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 5. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth." Yeah, because right now, those people that are in the Holy Land, they claim to be the people. You see, but they're not the people. Because if they were the people, the Lord will be there. King David will be there. There's no judgment or justice right now on the earth.
And justice and judgment would have what? Mercy. That's part of justice. Some people need, there's a thing called righteous killing, right? In killing, in war, you have to kill. It's survival. So the Lord ain't dealing that. He's not saying that's murder, even though technically it kind of is in a way. But it's not, because you're fighting for your freedom. You're fighting for your country, so it's not technically murder, right? You know, it's not declared under murder. So since it's not murder, it's basically a war. It's just warfare, right? And the Lord is a man of war, right? Can you get that?
Yeah.
Exodus 15.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 15, and verse 3.
Yeah.
It says, the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is his name. I'll read that again. Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. It says, the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is a man of war.
Yeah.
The Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is his name.
Yeah. Yahweh means he is, right? And he is, or he that exists is his name. And war exists because of him, right? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. And it exists because he's a God of war. So war is gonna happen, man. That's the inevitable. War is gonna happen, man. But it's all depending on how much mercy and grace that you have. And ultimately, for us as the children of Israel, we have to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. That's how we're going to win, or the Lord is not going to be on our side, right?
I got a little bit more, brother Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 6. It says, in his days, Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely.
But there's one that's, no,
It says, and in his name,
there's one that's,
it says, and this is the name whereby he should be called, the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, our righteousness.
right, yeah. See, and the Lord should be called righteousness,
Right.
So
Right.
look, so like I was speaking before. Can you read that one more time? Because like I was saying before, when it comes to the Lord said you should know a man by his fruits, or the fruit of the tree. When have they done anything righteous? The people so-called in Israel, right? When have they done anything righteous? So how could they be the people of God? You people are deceived, man, on a high level, man, right?
Well, it says, in his days, Judah shall be saved.
Right, yep, so-called Negro, right?
And
So-called West Indian, so-called Haitian, right? And then you still got the tribes of Ephraim, so-called Puerto Ricans, so-called Native Americans, which are Gad, the so-called Mexicans, which is Issachar, right? So we got the tribes, all 12 tribes are here, man. That's just to give you a couple of names that we know that it's here in Babylon the Great, man. Right?
In his days, Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely.
Right. See, that's Israel. That's the northern kingdom, right?
Right.
The southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. We shall be what?
Dwell safely.
We're gonna dwell safely, and you're not dwelling safely, man. You said once you get in that land, you fulfill prophecy, but the Balfour Declaration cannot declare prophecy, man.
Right.
It does not declare prophecy. If you're not safe, man, you had 200, nearly 200 missiles shot on you, plus the missiles that the Houthis shot on you, plus all these other things that's actually landing in the place where you live at, and according to you got your thing. They said, can you look up? There's 2 million Jews left Israel. Right? They moved out of Israel. 2 million Jews fled Israel. That's in the papers, man. So that's part of what's going on, because they're afraid. This is the things that's going on. You're so afraid. 2 million of your own people, when you're in the top of your height, you're in your power. You're in your rulership.
Right. They claim to have gone back.
Yeah, you claim to gone back.
Right. But you're not doing it safely. Okay. You're in fear. You're in fear. Right.
Stop speaking.
Go ahead.
Or speak. No, that's okay. Go ahead.
It doesn't look like 2 million Jews fled Israel.
It doesn't look.
Yeah, that's what it says.
No, it's look for the one that says 2 million Jews fled. What is it? What keep going. But they. Oh, you got what about the other one? Because those are 2 different ones. 2 million, 200,000.
It says it doesn't look.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Yeah, but there's another one that says 200,000 Palestinians have been killed. That's why I had that in my lesson too.
Well, let me bring this up, brother. Wait, where you going? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 26, in verse 10. It says, "Let favor be shewed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness, he will deal unjustly. and will not behold the majesty of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yoshai. So these people, they claim to be in the land, okay, but what are they doing? Everything over there they do is wicked, man. Okay, putting people to death, okay, committing a mass murder, okay, and then what do they have every was it once a year they have the Pink City,
Yeah,
okay?
Pink City.
So they're living wickedly, man. They're not living justly. You see, so again, just proving the point that those people that are there right now, okay, they're not the people, although they claim to be the people. Okay, but they're living in fear. Okay, they know, okay, that ultimately, hey, there's going to be a major war that's going to come to their land, man. Did you find that? No. So I'm gonna read it again. Verse Isaiah 26:10. It says, "Let favor be shewed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yoshai." They're not talking about Yahweh Ba'Shem Yoshai. Okay, they worship what? They got the Talmud, okay, which has nothing to do with the scriptures. Okay, all they do is they go over there and they hump the damn wall. And they're not the people, man. They're phonies. They're imposters. They claiming to be the people of Yahweh. Well, claiming to be the people of the Lord. You see? All right. This is an article. This is the Middle East Monitor. It says the number of Israelis who left the country permanently surged to 285% following the 7th of October, according to data published in the Times of Israel. It says reports from Channel 12 News based on data from the Central Bureau of Statistics, the CBS, indicate an unprecedented increase in October 2023 compared to the same period in 2022.
Right, that's the time of the war started when they shot those missiles. But basically, it's been increasing. So it still ain't gonna say 200. It ain't gonna say 2 million. It's gonna say slightly under a 500,000.
Right.
But we know that there's reports that 2 million Jews have left Israel, and a lot of them ain't talking about coming back. Right.
It says latest reports of the exodus of Israelis. See,
they're leaving. But that, even with that, even though you're not trying to say the 2 million, because they're trying to, you know how they do, they try to cover the news,
right?
So it doesn't seem so big. But you still got a large number of your own people leaving in the time that you in your rulership,
right?
In fear.
Like a woman in her body count, the number is always going to be the issue.
Yeah.
It says latest reports of the exodus of Israelis confirms data published 2 months after the 7th October attack, which showed that nearly 500,000 people left Israel.
Yeah,
That's what it exceeded.
They said,
that's what I'm saying.
I'll read it again. The latest reports of the exodus of Israelis confirms data published 2 months after the 7th October attack, which showed that nearly 500,000 people left Israel.
Mm-hmm.
It also showed a significant decline in the number of Jewish immigrants arriving in Israel.
Right. So a lot of people ain't even going back home.
They don't want to go there. Well, supposedly going back.
They so-called home.
Yeah. A second survey among Israelis living abroad conducted in March, by the Hebrew University on the initiative of the World Zionist Organization, revealed that 80% said that they do not intend to return to Israel.
Hey, this is your rulership, right? So you got people as part of your rulership saying that they don't even want to return home back to Israel, right? And then, because let me see, because when we go and we look at that, we go out, because that one didn't want to give the number, but under X, which used to be Twitter, reveals, X reveals Nakba, 2 million Jews fled Israel forever, right? So that's Twitter saying that. See, you see, so we know that you control the media, so you're trying to excuse the part that actually is more than 500,000. You're talking 200 million, but even then, you're in your rulership. It should be none. Who if you're in the top of your rulership, who would want to leave?
Right. You're in the kingdom.
You're in your kingdom.
Yeah. Supposedly.
You're the Lord's people.
Right.
Go on.
This is a story out of Al Jazeera. It says,
Hold on, brother. I just wanted to say Nakba. I'm gonna get the definition of that. It says an Arabic term for the events of 1948. It
right.
says, when many Palestinians were displaced from their homeland by the creation of the new state of Israel.
Oh, so now, hey, look, the tables is turned. Hey, a lot of Palestinians was missed home, and now what? Hey, and now the tables is turned. Now you're yeah, that needed to be brought out. Now you're the one who's getting the Nakba. You're fleeing out at 2 million Jews, or 500,000 is what you want to say. Regardless, you're in the top of your rulership, man. Who's going to flee out for fear?
Right.
Right? Because the brother just read that we should be safe.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Right.
and a lot of them were terrified over that missile strike that they claimed was ineffective.
Right.
You know what I mean? And them missiles was hitting.
This is Jeremiah 23:5. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch." Speaking about Yahushai.
Right.
And says, "And a king shall reign and prosper,
Speaking of Yahushua, righteous branch.
and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth."
Yeah, and that's Yahushua through the elect. Through Yahushua and the elect is going to actually be the one who give righteousness and judgment through the earth. So where's the 144,000? Where's King David? Where's the 144,000? You saying you fulfill prophecy, right?
In his
Where's
days,
Yahushua?
right. In his days, Judah shall be saved,
Right.
and Israel shall dwell safely.
And Israel going to dwell safely. So if we get back in that land, Yahushua is going to be with us. King David's going to be with us. The 144,000 is going to be with us, man. And trust me, we're gonna have the bodies like we're gonna be gods, right?
Right.
We're gonna be able to fly. We're gonna be able to, like I said, run to and fro without being weary, without getting tired, right? So who's gonna make us afraid, man? When we could jump in a chariot, jump through a wormhole, and end up on the other side of the world in a blink of an eye, right? Who gonna make us afraid, right? You see what it says about is it the Bel and the dragon when he went to go grab Habakkuk and grabbed Habakkuk by his hair and said he violently grabbed Habakkuk and took off and dropped him over there by Daniel and fed Daniel in the lion's den, man.
Yeah.
So
I don't even know where Babylon is.
Yeah. He's like, I don't even know where it's at.
I take it.
Hey, I got a quick precept. You know, and this just goes along to dispel the lie that you guys are the people. This is Isaiah 60 and 11. And it reads, "Therefore thy gates shall be opened continually.
Oh yeah, that's good.
They shall not be shut day nor night." Ain't nobody gonna be leaving when we get home. You know what I mean? Gates open continuously. Why? Why the gates gonna be open? "That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought."
Yeah. You gotta pay homage. Your king gotta come bow down.
Not with bombs.
And they ain't gonna shoot. Yeah, they shoot missiles at you. Say, you know, with a big F you, with a big middle finger, because shooting that's what they're doing, man. Shooting those missiles on you is a big F you, a big middle finger towards you. And you're supposed to be in your rulership. You're the one who's supposed to be the man on top. You fulfill prophecy during the Balfour Declaration. No, that's not true. That's false, man. Not real, right? That's fake news, right? Right? But
You ready for that story?
yeah.
So this is coming out of Al Jazeera News, Israeli-Palestine conflict. The heading is, "Gaza toll could exceed 186,000, Lancet study says."
Mhm.
And it says, the study finds factors like diseases will lead to many more indirect deaths in the long run, even if the war stops now.
Right, and that's that. And hey, even if the war stops now, guess what? You're not going to be able to put it off, right? You're not going to be able to stop. If the war fights now, you got a lot of bitter and so-called Palestinians, really what you call Ishmaelites, man, right? And those Ishmaelites are starting to band together, come together. They're starting to realize that you're the devil that the Bible speaks of. They got a common enemy.
A whole
Right.
new group of energized T-words.
Right.
Rightfully so, because you've terrorized them.
Right.
You know, hey, just like America made black folks, you guys create the T-words over there.
Right.
Self-made creations, man.
You've spoken into existence, and now, hey, the Lord said that He is the King of Terror. So what do you think He's gonna do? Right? What do you think the Most High is gonna do? Right? The Lord said that the sword. Right? The Lord said, King David said, "Save me from the wicked, which is the sword of thy hand." But you think the Lord can't force someone else's hand to become that terror on earth, right? To be a terror unto you, right? Yeah. A little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. I got that.
Continuing on, it says the cumulative effects of Israel's war on Gaza could mean the true death toll could reach more than 186,000 people, according to a study published in the journal Lancet. According to Gaza Ministry Health, more than 38,000 Palestinians have been killed since Israelis launched its military offensive on October 7th in the wake of the deadly Hamas attack.
Right. So, yeah, that's good. Yeah. We got the one. Oh, you the one with the children? Huh? Yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is coming out of the New York Times. U.S. doctors recount horrors of children shot in the head in Gaza. New York Times.
Yeah, right. They bring execution style. Yeah, execution style.
He said the children coming in got bullet wounds to the head.
Yeah.
Hey, and wait till you hear it, because yeah. It says an anesthesiologist, Dr. Nadal Farah, says children shot had non-curable permanent brain damage in what can be described as a near daily occurrence. So they're not even killing them, they just blasting them in the head. Some of them are surviving, some, you know what I mean, permanently brain dead. You know what I mean? And you don't think that
yeah, the parents and the people are upset, man. Yeah.
Like I said earlier, the land of uprightness, they shall deal unjustly.
Justly, right.
Damn, man, these devils.
But he's the victim, though. You know, he's the victim.
Yeah, that's always. Yeah. He's always the victim.
You know, and you know, ain't nothing has changed with these damn devils. Because just like they try to pretend like our history begins and ends here, the same way with this situation. It all began on the 7th.
Yeah.
You damn devils didn't do nothing before the 7th. You were just unmerited in the attack, unwarranted.
Yeah.
You know, why would they do that to us? We haven't done anything.
Well, that's what the guy said on the thing. I got an interview. The guy said they killed 200 Palestinians before the October 10th situation happened.
Yeah.
They killed over 200 Palestinians, and then the October thing happened. Then you thought to escalate that because that's your nature. Never let a crisis go to waste, right? That's your mantra. So this was a crisis that came up, so you can't let it go to waste. So now you got to be able to use this to push in what the MOTB or maybe even pushing this the 15-minute cities, right? You push them all out, and now you got to come in and maybe you'll finally say, you know what, let's have a peace. But in the middle of you saying peace, it's going to be you building 15-minute cities to order to basically lock everybody into these basically prison camps or reservations, whichever one you want to call it, right? Communities.
If I may, brother. Hey, the term self-inflicted comes to mind as well, because just like you couldn't sneak 12 Mexicans over here without them knowing, just like September, that fateful September, where it was self-inflicted, these damn people that guard that border know everything that's going on over there. And yet that was allowed to transpire. So that what you have now can be enacted. You know, no difference, man. This should be self-inflicted wounds in order to implement draconian laws and actions. You know what I mean?
To take away the rights of the people.
Yeah, to take away the rights of the people. You will do something to yourself. You know, anybody with half a brain knows what happened way back in September. Self-inflicted. Didn't no dude with a dialysis machine living in a cave do nothing. You know what I mean? And then they didn't even go after that. They went after a whole other nation of people.
Right, yeah.
You know?
Bombs over Baghdad.
Right.
Baghdad
All they get
had nothing in Baghdad, had nothing to do with the whole thing.
Oh, but it was weapons of mass destruction.
They didn't fight anything.
Not
To this day,
still.
to this day.
You know?
Like Jeremiah 47 and 5.
Yeah, you go down.
Okay, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 47, and verse 5. It says, baldness is come upon Gaza.
Right, see, baldness has come upon Gaza, right? And that's what you're doing. You're over there wiping Gaza out, right? Wiping it completely out. If you go look at it, man, the buildings used to be up. Now all the buildings are on the ground, right?
Right, because baldness is a sign of a warning.
Warning, right? And that's what's happening right now. Yeah, a lot of great mournings. So a lot of great mournings happening in Bosnia, right? Right.
Baldness has come upon Gaza. Ashkelon is cut off with the remnant of their valley. How long wilt thou cut thyself?
Right. Hey, and that's the only thing that's left, man. It's nothing but a small one. They're doing it so bad that you taking away the hospitals, the water, the electricity. You took away their ability to corrupt food. You took away everything, so it ain't nothing but a remnant left. But that remnant is going to start rising up, man. These people are going to start coming up against you. You're blasting little kids in the head. So if you kill a little kid, how much more me? So I got to be ready to mow your ass down with whatever kind of gun or whatever kind of weapon I can grab before you kill me. If you're willing to kill little kids like that, you'll kill anybody. You'll do anything to anybody. There ain't no mercy. You have no mercy, man.
Hey, but the word is when they running up on the men with that same energy, they pissing their pants.
Right.
Because they used to killing women,
Little
babies,
kids, yeah.
and you know what I mean, doing shit like that, shooting unarmed people with stones and sticks. So now they running up on men that equally share in their lust for blood.
Hostility, yeah, that same type of hostility.
And now they over there, you know, now they need that toilet paper that was so rushed for over here a couple years back.
Right.
You know?
Oh, you got it? Oh, okay, I'll hold it. You going? Yeah. Verse 6. O thou sword of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, how long will it be ere thou be quiet?
Oh, yeah. You get that, was it Psalms 17 and where's it? I think it's the sword of the Lord.
Psalm 17 and 13?
13, yeah. So Psalm 17 and 13, yeah. Sword of the Lord. Because that's what it is. Because Esau's the sword of the Lord. When are you going to be quiet? When is the sword of the Lord going to fucking stop just mowing down and killing everybody?
Yeah.
When is that going to happen, Lord? Because there ain't peace on the earth, right?
So how is the hammer of the full?
Right.
This is Psalms
Is it
17 and 13.
Oh, no, it's grab that, brother. It's Revelation 64.
64, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
This is Psalm 17 and 13. It says, "Arise, O Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, disappoint him."
Right, see, ultimately that's what's going to happen to Edomites, man. Started with Amalek, right? You know, because Amalek is what the chief, Amalek is the chief of the nations, right? Chief of the heathens, right? You're the first of the heathens.
Now, the Amalekites are calling the Palestinians the Amalekites.
Yeah.
Amalek is once again he's deferred to something.
It's hard to
Running from his identity.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Yeah, the wicked, which is Esau, Edom, going to Malachi 1 and 4, right? Esau is the wicked, or the border of wickedness, right? Malachi 1 and 4, which let you know who you are. And the Lord saved me from the wicked, which is thy sword. But then don't think that the Lord can't raise up someone else to cause you an affliction, man, to come against you. Because that's ultimately what the Lord is doing, man. The Lord is a man of war. So ultimately, this is what's happening. The Lord's drawing you to the valley of Yahweh Shabbat. He's drawing you all in.
Right? Border of wickedness. And so it says the Lord said, I'm against all Idumea. So against the Edomites here and the Edomites over there.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Is that he gonna raise up the dragons in the wilderness?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
We're going to get that. Yeah.
That was Brother Beatty.
Oh, okay.
Psalm
Keep
15.
going.
Yeah.
Verse 14. From men which are thy hands, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, from men of the world.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. Hey, the men in the world. Hey, Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man.
That's going to go right along with that one.
Right? Yeah.
Which have their portion in this life.
Yeah. You got your portion because this is your rulership. Blessing. Right?
And who
What is it? Can you get that? Is it Malachi? Malachi?
How's it going?
Micah 2 and 1, 2 and 1 or 2 and 2. Oh no, Micah 2. Start at 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah, please.
It's the book of Micah, chapter 2, and verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity.
Right. You devise iniquity, right? You're in your rulership. You're on the top of the world. But when in order to do that, you have to devise iniquity. You have to fool everybody. It said, he that have deceived the world. You deceive the world to make them believe that you're somebody that you're not. You always cloak yourself, right? Like the brother was saying. Now, all of a sudden, the Palestinians, which are Ishmael, which we know that they're Ishmael, you're trying to say that they're Amalek, which Amalek it comes from Shum, right? Right? Which I guess which come from Shum too, but they come from Abraham, right?
that's ironic.
And that's Ishmael comes from Abraham, and you come from Abraham, Isaac, right? And that's how you got Amalek, right? So you can't call Ishmael Amalek when you have two other great grandfathers before Ishmael, man, right?
You know what else is funny? He calling everybody that's Shemitic, anti-Shemitic.
Right? Yeah. Shum.
Yeah.
Now, but you say Semitic, right? Well, what's a sim? What's a sim? You mean a SIM card in your SIM card in your phone? What's a SIM? Doesn't make sense. There's no nation. There's no nation that's ever been called a SIM.
That was that simple brother that Noah didn't want nobody to know about. He kept in the bowels of his ship.
Right.
Simpleton.
Simpleton, right?
You know, like that crazy cousin you don't let out the house. You keep him in the room because he's special.
Yeah.
It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Hey, you work evil upon your bed. This means your rulership, right? Because you're in your rest, right? Because when we get in our kingdom, the Lord said, enter into my what? My rest. And where do you rest at? Upon a bed. So that's what the Lord said. You're upon your bed, right? You devise an iniquity upon your bed, upon your rest, right? But you can't really rest unless you cause someone to fall.
Right.
Right?
Yep. It says they practice it. Hold on. Like it says, when the morning is light, they practice it.
Right. That means your rulership. Right? Oh, you get that? That's Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14 and 12. Is it any
That should be good.
That should be good.
It says, because it is in the power of their hands.
It's in the power of your hand, and you are what? The hand of what? Of wickedness, right? You're the Lord's sword, right? You are the Lord's sword, right?
Have him get that one. Revelation, yeah.
Yeah, get that.
It's Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red.
Right, Esau, Edom, either one. Right, that's you. Right, you ate the red porridge, which that's how you got the name either one. But it's still a normal omen because what? You're the only one. If I smack you in the face, you turn red. You get upset, you turn red. You stay out in the sun too long, you turn red. Right? It's all you. So it makes sense. You're the one who call yourself the redneck. Right? You're the one who call yourself the red shield. You're the Rothschild. You're the red shield. Right? So we know you know who you are. You're Edom. You're Idawam. You're Esau Edom, man. Right? Yeah. Well, Joshua, but now he's Idawam, and he knows he's Idawam. He's the red man. He's that red man, the real red man. Right? That's why he's called the red shield. Right? Rothschild means red shield. Right? But
And power was given to him.
right? Power was what? Given to him, right? The earth was given into the what? The hands of the wicked. And power was given to you. You're ruling the earth, man. You're on top of the earth. But they over there running afraid. 2 million, oh wait, you said only 500,000. But regardless, you're in your rulership. Whether 2 million or 500,000, why should they be fleeing? And you're in your rulership, man. Right? The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. But it shows wickedness will never prosper, man. The joy of the hypocrite is short and but for what? A moment, man. Right? But
That sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
right. The Lord gave you the power to take away peace from the earth, and that's ultimately what's going to happen, man. You're going to set forth a famine, right? Man-made famines, made-man hurricanes and tornadoes, right? Right, because they were just talking about how Bill Gates have the patent to a hurricane, and he also has the power or the patent to being able to change the direction of the hurricane. So he could, you know what I'm saying? So hey, that's going to take peace from the earth.
And they've already kind of done that because since America's inception, they've been at war
More times than they ever been at peace.
I forget the exact numbers, like 95% of the
Time,
time.
right?
So that this, like brother said, that's their mantra, man. That's their MO.
That's the MO.
And that they should kill one another.
Mm-hmm.
And there was given
Right.
unto
Esau
him a
against
great.
Esau, which was going to ultimately happen. Russia going to come against Amalek and America. So it's going to be Esau against Esau, right? Which ultimately is going to bring in forth the World War III. But the Lord's going to have everybody come, so all you nations can get the judgment, right? So as Daniel gave the understanding of the statue, right? All you nations are all part of that, and you all going to have to fall. You all collectively have to be put in chains, right? Right? Because you're going to try to come up against the children of Israel, and we can't have that, man. But we might let you do a little just so we can have some fun, huh?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Lord said meditate terror. How can we meditate terror unless we get a couple of them try to be rebellious or something, so we can have a little fun with you? Wow. You gotta think we're gonna be like gods. You know what I mean? We're gonna be running. You ever see Flash? How fast he runs? Bow. Even Yahushua. You know the Lord showed forth power, and a lot of people miss this part. When he was inside the temple, they were getting ready to grab stones, and it said that he walked out amongst them. It was almost like the Lord slowed down time or something, and he walked out. And when he got out the building, they turned around and looked and was like, "Where is he at?" It was almost like the Lord, you know what I mean? He missed spiritual power. Yeah, he had like a spiritual power, man. He made like time set still or something, where it was like he moved out of there, right?
When they came to get it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he said, "Hey, yeah, it's me," and they fell back. Yeah,
Like a force push, like
yeah,
Star Wars.
yeah. Right, you know. So, hey, how much more when it's our day, man? It's gonna be beautiful, man. We're gonna need a couple, but you know, you nations are going down right along with Esau, Amalek, all of you, man, all of Edom, especially Amalek, right? But go on. Yeah,
That was it, right, brother? Okay.
Yeah.
More?
Yeah, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Right, there you go. Yeah, that's a blessing. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, They were given to him what? A great sword, right? Which that's what he was given through Isaac, which is our forefather, which, if you know, that's Yahushua, man. Right? And then Yahushua told Peter to put up his sword, right? Because what? He lived by the sword, so what? Died by the sword. So really the Lord gave you a blessing and a curse all at the same time. Your blessing is a curse. Because you live by the sword and you're going to die by that sword, man. That's why 2 million missiles are going to hit America, man. It's going to hit your establishment, right? It's going to bring down this U.S. Currency and your digital currencies and everything that you ever had hoped and thought about. All your hopes and admirations are going to be in 1 hour, man. Right?
That's what the topic is. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity,
Right.
and work evil upon their beds.
Yeah, you work evil upon your bed, your rulership. Go ahead.
Because when the morning is light, they practice it.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. What was the CV-19? The CV-19 is what? Practice. It was practice. See how many gullible idiots was just gonna go over there and say, okay, I just want to go back to normal.
Yeah.
What the whole time you say, look, if you do this, go back to normal. But then the whole time they were saying this is the new normal. So on one hand they're telling you go back to normal, but on the other hand they were telling you the new normal. So which one was it? Right? You want to see how many foolish people will follow their pernicious ways, right? That's what the Lord says, right? You're foolish, you'll follow your pernicious, you're gonna follow the devil, man. That's what you're good at, man. But the men of the Lord be out here, and you're gonna follow us. We got the right stuff, man. We got what it takes, man. But you don't want to hear that. But
Because it is in the power of their hand.
yeah, it's in their power, their rulership. That's what the Lord said. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man.
Right.
Right?
It says, and they covet fields,
Right.
and take them by violence.
Right, and that's ultimately what they're doing. They have Gaza, and they covenanted it, and they want it. They want it for themselves, so they're taking it by violence, man. Right?
Same people, same thing that when they came here, what they did to the so-called Native Americans, man.
Right.
They took the land by force, by violence.
Violence, right? Also, what even with the because I did another lesson I put in there. Say even the hurricanes, if you control a hurricane going at 200, maybe 300 miles, whatever it is, that's when it comes to snatch up your whole house and everything that you ever owned and everything you ever known, that's violent. Right?
Yeah.
They will snatch up your home right there talking about in Florida. Where did the hurricane hit in Florida?
Yeah.
But there's a specific place they're talking about. They were saying that land, Bill Gates owned it. So just so happened the hurricane thing that he owns hits that part of the land, and he owns that land, and then they're talking about building a 15-minute city upon that land. So by accident, I think not. Right?
And you know what? It's crazy too because Florida, you can't get flood insurance then.
Right.
Unless you're willing to pay,
Yes, you did.
astronomical prices. Nobody will insure you. So that whole place just got flooded up. And pretty much none of those people had the insurance to help them get back on
Get their
feet.
life back together. Yeah.
I got a quick precept, brother.
Go ahead.
Before I finish. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 36, and verse 1. It says, the transgression of the wicked saith within my heart that there is no fear of the Most High before their eyes.
Yeah, that's still, man. You're a transgression, and you don't have no fear of the Most High, man.
Right.
Your thing is you're the death adder. You put the law behind you, all the way back back in the garden, right? Right. The Lord told Cain and Abel to make a sacrifice, which, according to that, you have been a grown man. That means you made the correct sacrifices every day until that day you just decided, you know what? I'm not gonna do it no more.
Right? No
I'm
fear.
serious. No fear of the Most High. Right?
It says, for he flattereth himself in his own eyes, until his iniquity be found to be hateful.
Right. Hey, that's in that right there. Do you get that? Yeah.
It says, the words,
Yeah.
the words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit.
Ooh. Yeah, that's this guy, because he said, I'm God. Listen to me. Follow me. Model all your kingdoms and things behind the kingdom that was wounded, right? That had the deadly wound and was healed. Model your kingdoms and your things behind us. That's why you got all these parliaments and these so-called presidents and what do they call prime ministers, presidents and prime ministers and senates and these things and all these other countries are modeled behind America. You got Chinese people wearing suits and ties. You know what I mean? What happened to you wearing your little togas or whatever that's called? Your little
Karate shoes.
your little karate shoes and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, keep your thing, keep who you are. Right?
Right. It says he have left off to be wise and to
Right.
and to do good. And so he left that off. He doesn't do that.
Yeah, you leave it off.
He's not wise and he doesn't want to do good.
Right, yeah, you leave that completely. It's not, it's totally unimportant, right?
Right.
Because he's on top, he's ruling, right? I'm in rulership, it's not important to be wise,
Yeah.
right? Right, which in order to be wise is to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, right? That's wisdom, that's true wisdom, right?
He devises mischief upon his bed.
Hey, come on, now, right back in your rulership, you devise what mischief, right? Right, and that's what you're doing. You're passing laws, right? That's ultimately what's going to happen. They're going to pass laws where you can't leave your 15-minute city. You have to stay within your 15-minute city, right?
Hey, brother, you got Proverbs 4:16? See what that says real quick. It says, "He divideth mischief upon his bed.
Right.
He
Yeah,
said it himself in a way that is not good.
Right.
He abhorreth not evil."
Yeah. Hey, he don't push evil away. Abhor means to push it away. Yeah. So to avoid it. Right. He don't avoid evil. Man.
What's it say? Proverbs 4:16.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. For they sleep not, except that they have done mischief.
Right. Yeah. You'll sleep not unless you cause some mischief. Unless you cause someone to fall. Right. You can't go to sleep, man. Right. You got to be thinking of wait, and mainly it's what these World Economic Forums, the World Health Organizations, these G Summit meetings, right? Your what's it called? The Grove. What's it? Bohemian Groves. Where you're coming up with all these devising things, mostly against you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. That's the thing. And then now, ultimately, because the elect or the hopeful elect is out here, so now they got to figure out how to get the hopeful elect off these streets. So the best way is to have these 15-minute cities, or to bring in all these different ways to basically sweep you out, man, to destroy you. So basically, this man that had the interview, he was saying Israel already lost, because that's not no way that you're going to be able to win a battle by angering people, and then you're surrounded by all these people who's related. You're slapped down in the middle, and you're a small nation compared to them. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Because what happened to you being as numerous as the stars? You're a small nation, so how could you have fulfilled prophecy, man? Right?
It's a little bit more.
And their sleep is taken away
Yeah.
unless they cause some to fall.
Yeah. Your sleep is taken. You ain't gonna be able to fall asleep, right? Unless you call somebody to fall, man.
Like a baby.
Yeah, they ain't gonna sleep like a baby doing something.
Out of your sleep. That's literally being pulled out of your sleep because you haven't committed that wickedness necessary for you to relax, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can't sleep unless you do it, and if you do fall asleep, you're gonna be pulled out of that sleep because you haven't gotten it done yet.
Yeah, you gotta do something. Yeah, something gotta get done.
Some wickedness.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, work is to be done. You gotta do something.
Yeah, I'm still here, brother. Micah 2:2. So that they come in fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress.
Everyone in Gaza.
Yep.
They're taking their lives away. Their livelihood away. Come on.
Right. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Even a man and his heritage, right? Now they ain't Palestinians. Now they Amalek.
Yeah.
They oppressed the man and his own heritage.
Took away his
man.
heritage.
Took away his heritage, man.
Same way they did to the so-called Native Americans.
Yeah, they say, welcome to our world.
Yeah. Hey, well, that's what it said. That's what the scriptures say. Yeah, what scripture say? They call us what? A byword, right? That's what they do, right? They calling us bywords. So yeah, you
Hey,
forget
that's
about it,
a
right?
dirty word to put on somebody, man.
Amalek, oh, that's the worst
That's
word.
a
Yeah.
dirty word.
That's the dirty word.
That's a heard you, word.
It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, because behold, against his family will have devised an evil, from which ye should not remove your necks, neither shall you go haughtily, for this time is evil.
It's their whole family, huh?
Yeah.
Their family divides them.
Well, yeah, but this is against his whole family.
Oh, against this whole
Who are
family.
devising evil.
No, yeah,
Don't
because
get 'em.
get the whole family.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even that is saying your whole family is the one who commit evil,
Oh, yeah.
too, wickedness. So
Yeah.
the Lord got to judge your whole family, which goes back into what the Rothschilds, the Bilderbergs, the DuPonts,
Right.
the Gettys, the Oppenheimers,
All Idumea.
all Idumea, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, about all Idumea.
Yeah.
Man. Hey, man.
Yeah.
You get that?
I wanted to go back to that Psalm, Jeremiah
Okay,
47,
go ahead.
and I'm reading NLT.
Okay, son.
It says Jeremiah 47 and verse 5. It says, Gaza will be humiliated, its head shaped ball.
Right, hey, that's what's happening, right? That's a humiliation to let these weak Amalek destroy you like that, right? That's humiliation. You get your children getting their heads shot, and they coming into the thing with you, and you can't do nothing.
Right.
You can't do nothing about it. That's humiliating. As a man, there's no way you want your kid to be shot. Okay, you don't want your kid to be shot at all. But if he's shot, you want to be able to, man, go put it to that guy, whoever touched him.
Right.
Hey, you're gonna regret every moment that you even thought, or every moment of waking breath that you breathe. I'm gonna make you pay. But you can't do nothing about it. Regret the day you were born.
It says, yeah, it says, go ahead,
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It says, Ashkelon will be silent. No, it's like Ashkelon will lie silent. It said, you remnant for the Mediterranean coast, how long will you lament and mourn?
Right, that's all that whole coast over there, over in Israel. It's going to be laying silent. It's like, who can say anything? Who can go against them, man? What's happening to that thing? Everybody's doing it. They're calling them war criminals, but who can do anything about it?
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
They're on top of their rulership. They're devising iniquity while they lay upon their beds. Who can do anything about it, man? Right?
And the beast watches over.
Right, yeah, and the beast watch over you. Yeah, England and America, yeah.
It says, now, O sword of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai, when will you be at rest again?
Right, see? Because you don't never stop killing.
Yeah.
Right? When you ever going to be at rest? But he can't stop killing.
It's
Oh,
the Lord doing it.
okay, you get that blood shall pursue you because you have not hated
Ezekiel
blood?
35.
Yeah.
35. Yeah. 5. That's the point. He probably started at 1. I don't know. It's up to the brother. It says, go back into your sheep, rest and be still. It says, but how can he be still? Listen, when the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai has sent it on a mission.
Right, hey, he can't stop doing it. And yet, the Lord put him on, like we were just saying, he can't do it. He can't do any wicked, and he can't fall asleep unless he do something wicked. So the Lord sent them on a mission to keep doing all these things, to be the sword of the whole earth.
Right. It says, for the city of Ashkelon and the people living along the sea must be destroyed.
Woo. Yeah.
So
That place got it. That
they
has
gotta
to
get it
happen.
too. They gotta get it too.
Yeah. That hour has to happen.
Damn. For the sake of prophecy.
For sake of prophecy.
Yeah. Damn.
That's just like
Hold on.
That's just like
And
them
the
2
Lord
million leaving. First time asleep. Some of the kites is rolling out of the land. You deserve for slavery.
That's all I have to run now.
Oh yeah.
We holding something? Oh yeah.
Ezekiel 35. Want to bring it out?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
No. Yeah. Start at 1.
Start at 1.
Start at 1. Yeah. Get the meat. Meat off that bone.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse
Don't go
1.
so fast, let it breathe a little bit. Yeah.
Moreover, the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face.
That's the prophet, son of man, the prophet. For men out here, the men of the Lord. We out here in the highways of the Bible, the whole full elect. Go ahead.
against Mount Seir.
Right? Esau, Edom, Mount Seir, right? So you start out, before you was in the Caucasus Mountains, you were in Mount Seir, right? Which still is a cave. You are the cave dweller. That's what Caucasian means, right?
Yep.
So, go ahead.
And prophesy against it.
Right? And we're here to prophesy against you, man. It already said Israel will lose. So we're going to prophesy that you're going to lose. That you have, no, has lost, right? Israel has lost. Not you're going to lose. Israel has lost. Past tense, right? You have lost. Right, go ahead.
Verse 3. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
Hey, old Mount Seir, hey, the Most High is against you. It ain't got nothing to do with us. But see, their whole thing is they can touch us. They can try to hurt us.
Use
We're
it.
men.
The sword of the Lord.
Yeah, the sword of the Lord trying to hurt us to come against us because we're just we're here on earth.
Bringing it out.
Right, we're bringing out the truth. So of course, hey, you hate it, right? You hate that we're bringing out the truth. But
And I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Verse 3. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, behold, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
yeah. Behold, which makes feast your eyes look, pay attention, right? I am against you, right? Pay attention. The Lord has always been against you. If you pay attention to this thing, there's always been a way that the Lord speaks in the Bible. And he's always speaking about Esau, and he's always speaking about Jacob. So how did you become a Christian and nobody's talking about Esau, and nobody's talking about Jacob, and nobody's talking about prophecy, and nobody's talking about World War III, right?
Yep.
No one's talking about the Quran, right? So something's missing in your Christian, your so-called Christian churches. Really, you're anti-Hamashiach, right?
Anti-Christians.
Anti-Christians, yeah. Come on.
And I will stretch out my hand against thee.
Right. So the Lord's causing these wars, these afflictions. All this is happening, right? And even got you in your mind thinking that this is gonna work out, because what did you just read? He said he only has mischief. He don't assure evil, right? So in your mind, the evil thing is the right thing to do.
Yeah. He thinks he's right.
You think he's right? Yeah, let me do another evil thing.
Yeah.
That's the right thing to do. You know what I mean?
All right.
Well, shit, he even used the studies of scriptures.
Right.
To justify
his
wickedness, man.
Yeah, the other dude brought out second Esdras or something like that. Brought out Esdras. Yeah, one of the guys brought out Esdras, and you know, one of the white people, man, in your meetings,
Right.
bringing out second Esdras, bringing out. Oh man, that's crazy. But it proves we get into it, because when have anybody ever brought out Esdras?
Right.
Right? When they brought out the Apocrypha. So the men of the Lord is out, man. We're waving the hand at the nobles, man. We're coming into the gate of the nobles and shaking our hands, so hey, they're feeling it, man. Right? But and like you said, even they even trying to read the scriptures, and in their mind, they're right.
Right. He brought this one up. I'm going to bring it up. Oh, this is Exodus 17, verse 16. It says, where he said, because the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai had sworn that the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So they call the Palestinians Amalek.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But when they're Amalek,
I'm like, yeah.
yeah.
And I will make thee most desolate. Verse 4. I will lay thy cities waste.
Yeah, your cities are going to be made waste, right? You know, the Lord took down Rome, right? But it tells you in Malachi 1 said that he said that he's impoverished, but he will return and build the desolate places, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Lord's going to waste you, and he's going to do it again, man. Right? But keep going.
Yeah. And thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, see, ultimately, this third World War, you're gonna know that the Most High is real. So even no matter what amount of wickedness and how you don't eschew evil, and you're not gonna ignore that there is a power, man. Right?
They don't shoot it.
Oh, yeah.
They don't abhor it.
Right? Yeah, because if you think about it, they're the ones who see the chariots the most often. Right? So after you see the chariots, so you know the angels are real. Even then, hey, they're not putting off evil. They say, hey, look, we got to do some more evil in the earth. Man. Let's go wipe out a couple more trees. Let's go wipe out a couple more, 200,000 more people.
Right? You see about over here, they wiped out those trees. Remember where we were at on the other side? They took those trees down.
Yeah.
In front of that hotel? On the other side?
On the other side, yeah, they just call them trees out. Yeah. Yeah, they don't even think about it. They don't consider it. Matter of fact, they was trying to, I think it was one article that said something about, they were saying the trees cause pollution or something. They wanted to wipe out the trees. I'm like, oh, the trees is why we can breathe.
They produce that oxygen.
How else are they going to charge you for air? Not only do they produce oxygen, but it's a symbiotic relationship. They take in what we breathe out. Because they taught the whole world to wear a cover, but you literally breathe out poison, so you've been recycling yourself for several years now, back flushing yourself, and you think it ain't gonna be nothing, no repercussions behind that.
That's what I meant by that.
Yeah.
Can't wait. There's no one in there. He's trying to signal to the fucking the computerized car. The computerized car don't know that it's not a person in there.
What is it called? Demo?
Vimo, yeah.
The Vimo. Yeah.
In the truck.
I have to worry about that.
He's like, yeah, go around. I'm trying to get through. There's no. Yeah, that's what's next. There you go. He knows. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Coming soon to a city near you.
Yeah, hey, but he don't know to get out of it though. He know that's next. The signs, Sarah Connor, yeah. He's pointing. He said that's coming next, but his eyes, he just kept walking though. You know what I'm saying? He knows the missiles come. But look, but what did it say about Israel? It says that they say that there's no hope, right? The sinews came upon them.
Yeah, we're cut off from our parts.
Yeah. They go ahead. Slop you.
Verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred,
Right.
and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in a time of their calamity, in a time that their iniquity had an end.
Right. Yeah. Right. Because at the time where our iniquity had an end, and you came and killed us anyway. Like one thing that reminded me of that is like the 60s when so-called black people were sticking together, they had their own communities and all that other stuff. All of a sudden, you bring in Martin Luther King, and then all of a sudden there's heroin in the neighborhoods. So now we're gonna join it to your thing. Now we integrate it, and now there's heroin, and now we're in the ghettos, the barrios, and the reservations, and things don't look nothing like how it used to be. When we had our own hospitals, our own airports, our own schools, doctors, lawyers, dentists, nothing. Baseball teams, yeah. And when they weren't doing that, they dropping bombs. They dropped the bomb on. Yeah.
Our flooding it out.
Yeah, that's basically Tulsa.
They, but then you had all them flooded out towns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Drown towns is what they call it.
And then some of those people that, whether you know it or not, some of those people that's in Palestine, some of them are Israelites. So you're actually out there killing Israelites. Again, right? I ain't gonna say all of them are, but there's some of them amongst them that's Israelites. So you're still hurting the Lord's people, whether you know it or not, man.
Hey, some of them towns in North Carolina, we sundown towns. Hey, they got decimated.
Right.
Hey, and sundown towns still exist. Where if you got any melanin in your flesh, you better not be in that town when the sun go down. Yeah.
Hey man, but that goes to show you, bro, and it goes to show you our people, man. You know, check out it gets it right with the Edom.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's how low our condition.
That's how low our
And she bad too. She bad. Yeah.
Hey, the nigga woman ain't the only traitor. You know, all of the women, you know, Pocahontas was the original traitor ass bitch. You know, and they glorified the shit out of her like she was hot mess.
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas, yeah. You know,
Huh? I didn't know that. You didn't know that? Oh man.
Yeah.
you didn't know what? Pocahontas?
Yeah.
And they say she wasn't really that pretty. They said they kind of glorified her beauty.
Yeah.
They
No, she was dealing with John, what was his name? Yeah.
It don't matter. The devil, he's
Esau.
the Edomite devil that we're going to have our foot up his ass around the corner. We have his our foot up his ass so much it's going to be down and around the corner, man. Hey, we're going to put you in some slavery, some hardcore slavery, man. Hardcore, man.
Hey, but one of those torments he's going to endure is to watch the finest of his women.
Oh, yeah. Oh, people that.
Salivating over this.
Oh, they kind of hate that now. That's why they were castrating Jake back then, because the women, you know, even then. So, hey, even now these women like Jake.
They had to be taught to like your ass again. You know what I mean?
Trick them. Yeah, they had to pass the law. 1783 or whatever it was, they had to pass a law.
No misogyny.
Say that they're white. Because when you went in your own courtroom and declared yourself white by law, right? You had to pass a law to call yourself white. So you're not white because of this. You're white because you being in your own courthouse. You call yourself white.
Criminalize, you know, anybody that was involved with another person of another race.
Right. Yeah, you put the women. You said if they wanted to be with the men, you put them in slavery. But there were some women that they didn't care.
Yeah.
They didn't care if they had to go into slavery just so they could be with Jake. And that was hard.
Oh,
how much more? How much more?
Torment.
That's tormenting, you know. That's going on. Yeah.
Was that verse 5?
Yeah.
Go to 6. You keep going. Yeah, you go to 6.
Verse 6. Therefore, as I live,
The living power. He is or he exists. The living power. He is. Yahweh Shem Shai. Go ahead.
says the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, I will prepare thee unto blood.
Yeah, hey, because you don't hate. You killed 200 million people plus all the 100 men. Was it 100 something million natives? About 100 million so-called Puerto Ricans, 100 million so-called Mexicans, so-called 100 something million. I'm just saying, it's probably bigger than that. We're just gonna throw out because 100 million is a lot.
Hey, but that again.
The so-called Negroes, which just by happenstance happen to be the Israelites, which so that means you touch the apple of the Most High's eye. Hey, you're in trouble, man.
Hey, but that was also the prophecy. Surely this great nation will become a small country.
Yeah, amongst the heathen. Yeah, the heathen, right?
That was you know.
Yeah, it had to happen, but you still gonna get punished though.
Oh yeah, you gonna get your ass handed to you.
Yeah, come.
And blood shall pursue thee.
Yeah, and blood shall pursue me, right? So, hey, this whole thing is that's why they said when is the sword gonna stop working? Start working. But it said the Lord put it on you that you can't stop.
Right.
You can't stop killing people.
Yeah.
So you since you haven't hated blood gonna pursue you. So you can't help but to kill a bunch of people. But guess what? It's for your own detriment, man.
Building up that iniquity.
Right? Go ahead.
See, thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Hey, it's gonna come after you. It's coming for you, right? Through all these nations, and ultimately through the Lord, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, which Yahweh Shai himself is gonna come back. He's gonna come back over Basra, right? So he's coming from the east and then to the west, right? He's starting with you, Amalek, and then he's gonna come over to America. He's gonna shoot laser beams from the chariots. Right. All you goddamn Esau, Edom, man. And you Jakes who got the mentality of Esau.
And that's
right?
That's the spirit, brother. When you go to that precept, it's Isaiah 63.
Oh, come on. Hey, bring that out.
You want it?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Hey.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 63, and verse 1, it says, "Who is this that cometh from Edom, with thy garments from Basra,
Right, yeah.
this that is glorious in his apparel?"
Man, glorious, man. When the Lord coming back as an angelic being in those chariots, where the chariots can, man, remember the last time when we seen the chariots come right and it was gold? It was like a golden, oh man, that was bad, man. It was like a golden chariot, looked like a, oh man. It looked like a bird or something. It was cold. It was beautiful. Like, man,
Traveling in the greatness of his strength,
man.
I that speak in righteousness,
Hey.
mighty to save.
Right, Yahweh Shai, man, he's speaking righteousness, and he saved. Yahweh Shai, he what delivers, or he saves, he salvation, he saves.
You know, I never saw that. Check it out. The precept takes it to Psalm 137:7, which is talking about Babylon. So it's linking everything up, man. Babylon not to be destroyed.
Yeah,
So it's linking Babylon with Basra.
come on. Whoa,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Right, because it goes into Edom, because it mentions
Because it's
Edom.
Edom, yeah.
Wow. Right, because that's here,
Basra.
America.
Basra is Edom.
Basra is Edom. Babylon's great, man.
Right now. This is Psalms 137:7, and it reads, "Remember, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the children of Edom."
Right, the self-proclaimed so-called white man is Edom, whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not. Right, he's Edom, and the Lord hates him. Right,
In the day of Jerusalem.
the day of Jerusalem, right, which that's us, so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. Whether you believe that or not, right? Whether you hear or forbear, right?
Who said, "Raise it, raise it."
Right? They say, destroy them niggas.
Yeah.
Destroy them spicks.
Yeah.
Destroy them tontos.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Yeah.
We're gonna form our own alliance and government and bring drugs and AIDS and all sorts of things to your neighborhood and destroy you, right? We're gonna raise up what's his name, Christopher Columbus. We're gonna start what's it called, the transatlantic slave trade. We're gonna kill them niggas, man. We're gonna destroy their whole everything that they ever thought of. We're gonna bring in all these philosophies from Babylon, from Egypt, from what's the other one, Nineveh and Tyre and all these other places. We're gonna integrate it all into America, and they're gonna stay in the ghettos, the body of the rest. We're gonna keep you down. We're gonna keep you plundered. Right?
Yeah. I mean, the brother was kind of, but they just have wickedness in their mind.
Right. Come on. These jakes, man. And you get you pissed off, man. They looking like, nigga. All right, whether you believe it or not, man. Hey, we moving on, right? We moving on. Right?
I want to get that definition, race, because America, you know what I mean?
Shalom, Yahweh Shema Shai Barakatah.
You think here that, you know, raise it, you think they were talking about lifted up, uplifted.
No, they destroy it.
Yeah, it's Strong's 861 68, Ara, and it means to be bare, be nude, uncovered, leave destitute,
See, destitute. That's why I just said. They want to leave it destitute.
discover, empty, raise, pour out, to bear, to lay bare by emptying,
empty,
pour
yeah.
out.
And you in the ghettos, the body is a reservation, empty, poured out. Right? It said that you laid your body as the street so they could walk over you. Right? Pour you out.
To make naked,
Hey,
strip
Master,
bare.
is our house burning? It's a mud puddle right there, boss. Look, I lay down so we can walk over. You know what I'm saying?
Master, our arm is broken.
Yeah, man.
Hey, your arm fire, you stupid.
That's all. Our house is burning, Master.
Steven.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it said, man. You laid yourself down as the ground so they can walk all over you. And that's what they do on a day-to-day basis. Self-proclaimed so-called white men walk over you, so-called black, Hispanic, and Indians every day, all day, man. But you're the prince of the power. You're the prince of the power, man.
Hey, that's when
You
I
guys
knew.
can walk here.
No, we don't wanna-
We wanna know.
Oh, man,
Because I hated him as Steven. I was his biggest fan in the rest, but when he made Steven, boy, I hated that nigga. What's that? That's your Jesus? Huh?
We love what you're doing.
Is that your Jesus?
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Yes, Psalm 137. And this is the first temple. This is when the Babylonians destroyed the first temple, and these damn Edomites, man. Well, it tells you in the second Ezra, the first chapter, that they're actually the ones that burned it down, man.
Right.
They burned it down.
Right.
Yeah, they raised it.
Yeah, because it make it seem like the Babylonians did it, but it was really the Edomites that were helping them. Because when Jakes was trying to escape, trying to run, Edom was grabbing us up to bring us back to the Babylonians.
They killed them.
See, that's another reason why the Lord said destroy you. There ain't no hope for you. That's another reason. Not besides you also altered the Bible. The Lord said whoever adds and take away from the scriptures, the Lord's going to add and take away from your life. So not to mention, even after you did that, you turned around and added and took from the Bible. There's many ways why you cannot save the so-called white man, but Jake, he ain't gonna listen to that. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, can I keep going down?
Jake walked by shaking his head. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, because this is a beautiful one right here. Even to the foundation thereof.
Right.
And I'm gonna go back up to 7 real quick. It says, "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom."
Right, we saw so-called white man. Right.
So now I'm gonna jump down to 8. "O daughter of Babylon."
Ooh, Edom is the daughter of Babylon, which is America. Babylon the Great, whether you know it or not, whether you accept it or believe it or not, right?
You know what I mean? "Who ought to be destroyed."
And America's going to be destroyed because the least of the flock is going to draw you to the battle, man. The least of the flock is going to draw you out. So you're going to lose.
And they're doing that now. You know, it says, "Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee,
The least of the flock will draw you out. It's Jeremiah 50.
as thou hast served us."
It's Jeremiah 49:25,
And then Jeremiah
and then 150 as well.
Keep going.
You said
Scar.
say Jeremiah 45.
49.
Bring it on. Bring it on home.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
49:25.
"Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stone."
Right? And most of the stones is going to be what? The ICBM missiles, man. The stones is going to dash your little ones. It's going to be them ICBM missiles, man. Right? Because that's what it tells you in Jeremiah 50. It says that they're gonna basically shoot their arrows, and they're not gonna spare your sons or your daughters, right? Which is talking about the ICBM missiles, man.
Hey, and that's what they were doing to our kids when they came to this land.
20, I'm
They
sorry.
was taking the little indigenous babies
Jeremiah
and beating their head
49:20.
on the stone.
Right?
And then
And
Instead of
feed them
using
to their
drugs
dogs.
on
Yeah,
it.
and
Yeah.
feed them to their dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This devil got a lifetime of fucking
Hey,
iniquity to pay for.
yeah, you're gonna pay for it. Yeah, you know, when you're cutting up with a pregnant woman's stomach,
Right.
and cutting it up so you can chop up the baby and feed it to your dogs, right? This is what Christopher
45.
Columbus was doing,
Yeah.
and all his
So
constituents,
Jeremiah
right?
49:20.
So you got a lot to pay
And
for,
then,
right?
Jeremiah
By
50,
touching the apple of the Most High's eye, man. Right?
Oh, you can go through
Right?
Keep the sidewalk open. Part of the law.
Yeah, can I finish out real quick, brother? You made a statement, brother.
The spirit, that's the spirit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start. It's a little bit though, a little bit of reading. Hosea 1, okay, which is talking about Edom, and I'm gonna start with verse 11. It says, in that day, thou shouldest stoodest on the other side. In that day,
You should have mind your fucking
Right,
business,
right.
right? So like it, right? To use my like the apostle said, he said, pardon my French, or pardon my Italian,
Right.
Right? You know, but you should have mind your own business, man. Right? Go ahead.
Or helped us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It says,
yeah. Or just mind your own business.
that's my brother, leave him alone.
Right.
Am I our brother's keeper?
Right.
Yeah, no.
So in the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates.
Yeah. Foreigners entered into our gates, into our kingdom.
Right.
So Jerusalem, right?
Right. So they cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them.
Right. Hey, he act like he's part of the Babylonians,
Right.
which, hey, here it is. You're the daughter of Babylon.
Yeah.
See, See how that worked out?
Yeah.
See how the Lord worked that out? Since you thought you act like you were one of them, the Lord said, hey, well, in the end, you're going to be the daughter of Babylon, who ought to be what? Destroyed.
Right. It says, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, see,
Right.
in the day that he became a stranger.
Right.
Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction.
Right.
Neither shouldest have thou spoken proudly in the day of distress.
Right. Yeah. You shouldn't. Yeah, because we were cast out away from everything, so we became a stranger to you. So, but you thought, oh well, this is our time, this is our opportunity. Yeah. Let's run on them. Let's help these Babylonians.
Hey,
Right.
you know, they're classic phrase, and they've used this one for the longest. Everybody knows, let's get them, boys. Because Esau ain't fixing to come by himself. You
No.
gotta have a group with him to come after one man.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, that.
Like
Yeah.
was it Rosewood? It was just that one guy.
No,
I don't know. It was 15. It was 15 of them niggas. It was just the one guy. It was, they came back and said it was 15 niggas. It was only one man.
One man. Whoop the ass.
But then it makes sense because the Lord said that what? One should chase 1,000, and two, what, 10,000 to flight, man. So it makes sense. So that's us. So of course you're gonna say one man. Oh, it was 15 when there's only one guy. So that's just part of our nature, man. We get it in, man.
Right. A little bit
Right.
more, brother. It says, thou shouldst not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity.
Right.
It says, yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity.
Right. Went into our temple, taking
Right.
our gold.
Right.
Yeah.
It says, neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of us that did escape.
Yeah.
Because they were going out, like I said.
Yeah, we were
Right.
running. Someone
Right.
else escaped, and they were grabbing us
Right.
up, giving us back to the
Right.
Babylonians.
Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of his. Let me read that again. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress.
Right, yeah.
They were going
Someone
on gathering.
grabbing up Jake, man. You devil shit. Yeah, fuck you, devil shit.
Hey, well, we'll get the return to favor, though.
Yeah, several.
Yeah. You never said what you wanted in second
Brother,
Ezra.
first, I got that. The lease of the flock.
Oh yeah, come on. Look.
Oh, okay.
You want me to keep going? It's some Korean, Robert. I just read the first verse.
Okay,
Okay. You want that first or this?
let me get this.
Okay. It says again, I'm sorry, on top again. Isaiah 63 verse 1. It says, who is this that cometh from Edom with thy garments from Basra?
Right. Yeah.
This that is glorious in his apparel,
Right.
traveling in the greatest of his strength.
Right. Hey, yeah. When you come back in those chariots, what they call UFOs, which are the chariots of the Lord, right?
It says, I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Yeah, I speak in righteousness, what mighty to save. How are we going to be delivered through chariots, man? Swing low, sweet chariot, man. Right? What?
Oh, you can come through. Yeah. Verse 2 says, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel?
Lord's going to do a lot of killing, right? Who what we call Jesus Christ is actually going to do a lot of killing. There's going to be a lot of hugs and kisses.
No.
You got it all mistaken, man. Right? The Lord said, I come not to bring peace, but a sword. What's a sword for? Right?
Right. It says, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat.
Right, you treadeth in the wine fat, man. Hey, what will you do when you tread in grapes?
Yeah.
Which that's showing you the nature of Jake, man.
Yeah.
What would you when you watch Men's Society and the dude he punched him and when he hit the ground, the first thing he did was start stumping on him, and that's Jake's nature, man. So that's showing you that's who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. He's a so-called black man. He said, "I'm gonna stump you out," basically. That's what he said. I'm gonna stump you out. I'm not just gonna beat you. I'm gonna stump your ass out. Right?
Yeah, that's a Philly thing. Come on,
Yeah.
It says, I have trodden the winepress alone,
go down.
and of the people there was none with me.
Yeah.
For I would tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna stump their ass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna trample them in my fury, man.
Right.
I'm gonna stump their ass out. That's
Right.
he said it's a Philly thing, but that's a Jake thing all around the U.S., man.
He said,
You
"Because
fall
he's
down.
from Philly, that's why."
Yeah, you're from Philly. Yeah.
reason why that Timberland boot meant so much. What?
Right.
That movie, Midsummer movie, where Timberland boots.
It says,
They playing on Stompy Day. Don't fall, run.
yes, sir.
Right.
It says, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments.
Right. Since you, hey, when they said, the brother just read, since thou shalt not hate it, blood shall pursue you. So
Right.
whether your blood shall be sprinkled on his garment, it's not really going to touch the Lord's garment,
No.
but this is
Symbolic. Yep.
But like the apostle like to say that the Lord speaks parabolic, or he's a poet, man.
Yeah.
This is poetry, baby.
Poetry, yeah.
Poetry in motion. It's gonna be real, right? You know what I'm saying?
It says, and I will stain all my raiment.
Right.
It says, for the day of vengeance is in my heart.
The vengeance is in his mind, loud.
Yep.
He's meditating on it, man.
Right.
Hey, you know, Jake, when he get mad, he start doing this. Hey, he man, that's the Lord. The Lord's sitting there. He like, you know what I'm saying? He can't wait. He's meditating on it. You know what I'm saying? Or you start pacing. What are you at? That's the Lord, right? The Lord up there, like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you got to get into this, man.
What it's saying, Isaiah 42 says, I have long time holding my peace.
Peace, man. The Lord hold his peace, man. That's why it says when he comes, he's gonna cry like a travailing woman. That war cry, man. Man, because now I don't gotta hold my peace no more.
Right.
Right? You know about Jake, because I'm one of them Jakes. You did something wrong to me, you did something wrong, and I just hold it in. I don't say nothing. I just try to, but you keep on doing it, and you keep on doing it, and then when I snap, I black out. Hey, next thing you know, I come. What? They say, you did what? I did what? I don't even remember it. You know what I mean? And that's how he's gonna black out on your ass.
You get 6 foot of whoop ass.
Yeah. That's how the Lord gonna black out on your ass. He just, man, Lord, did you know that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on,
This is Second Ezra.
A little bit more.
I'm almost done.
Slack. For
Yeah,
the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come.
And the redeem, hey, it's come, it's here, right? Hey, the Lord is allowing you to fall. Oh, yeah, I wanted to get that. Go ahead.
Come. This is Second Ezra 16 and 11. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. Hey, we know that's the chariots when they hit you on ass with the light, with that damn laser beam, boy. You just, it's like that War of the World scene, where them folks would just,
Did you read that one?
That.
Psalm 141 and 19. I know.
Did you read it again?
Oh, well, can you read that, please? Because that's just crazy. Yeah. Because ultimately, that's what it is, man. I know it's a lot because we brought it
Second Ezra.
Get that one.
141.
Yeah, 141, Psalm 141 and 9. Last two, just read the last two precepts. It's the last two. 141. It's the last two, very last two verses.
This is Psalms.
Forty-one.
141.
141.
CXXX.
That's what we're doing about that one. That 141. I'm 141 and 9.
Got it on there.
Yeah, I'm so close I can taste it, but trying to read these Roman numerals.
Okay, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 141 and verse 9. It says, keep me from the snares which they have laid for me.
Yeah. That's you coming up with your devising iniquities, all your passing your laws, right? Because ultimately that's what we're going to have. We're going to have the laws on, because that's ultimately how you're going to try to fulfill prophecy. When they pass laws on guns, no guns. So see, they say we weren't supposed to be no weapons no more. So guess what? We won't pass no weapons, no guns. So I'm trying to pass these laws on that, right? So there's this way you're devising your iniquity. You know what I mean? So and then you're gonna pass these other laws about your carbon footprint. You're only allowed to have so much stuff. You're gonna be able to. You're gonna have to pass laws that, hey, without no chip, no no dip, no chip, no dip, no dip, no chip, no ship, no shipping anything to you, no Amazoning, no nothing.
Hey, and
You
it
know
goes
what I'm
back
saying?
into them 15-minute cities you were
Right.
talking about. Those 15-minute cities are going to be controlled and monitored and run through that chip. So,
Right.
you know, if you stuck in them cities,
Yeah.
hey, unless you belong, unless you are of that elect, you ain't going to survive in that city. You know, you ain't going to survive nowhere. Whether or not you wandering around, if you're not part of the Most High's elect, you know, you'll be in trouble.
Yeah.
Because everything is going to switch over to that.
Right. It says, keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity.
Hey, jinn is just a snare. Another way of saying snare, and you're just laying traps. And then, like I said, you read earlier that you can't go to sleep unless you cause someone to fall, unless you cause some type of iniquity and mischief to happen upon the earth. You can't sleep. So, therefore,
Yep. I'll read that again. It says, keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity.
hey, hey, you lay snares for us, for the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. You lay snares for us, and then you lay snares for the other nations in the world too, right? But
It says, in verse 10, it says,
but
let
the main thing is what the Lord's elect. They elect within the elect, right?
Israel the Most High.
Yeah, the Israel of the Most High, right? But
It says, let the wicked fall into their own nets, while as that I would all escape.
yeah, and that's ultimately what you're doing, because what you're. That's why I wanted to bring that out, because what's happening is that the guy who was interviewing them said that Israel has lost, because what's happening is you're killing all those people, and what's happening is now at one time was Hezbollah, or one of them were actually against Hamas and all that stuff. And then because of this, it actually brought them together. So all that killing, and now everybody's coming up against you. Even South Africa came out and declared you as a war criminal. So you got all these countries, even Turkey came out and declared you as a war criminal. So all these countries, everybody's coming up against you. So really, you're setting up a trap, but you're gonna fall into your own trap, right? You're trying to set up your 15-minute cities. You're trying to set up the Karagma. Hey, but all this is technically gonna have you fall into your own trap. That's right.
I got the song still. Then you took over for me.
No.
You done with that one? Yeah, breaking forward.
Well, let me read that again. It says,
Yeah, let me
it says, let the wicked fall into their own nets, while as that I would all escape.
14:12. Start 11. I mean 14:11.
Yeah, and they're gonna fall into their own nets because the weapons of mass destruction is gonna get them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
ICBM missiles.
While,
Yeah.
while I escape, in which how are they gonna escape?
Escape through the chariots.
Going up.
Yeah, chariots.
No way out of here but up, man. That's up.
Yeah,
And swiftly, too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It says, Isaiah 14 and starting at 11, thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
Right, yeah. Going back to what I was saying, because ultimately it's with your pride. The Lord said your pride have deceived you. So all this pride, your pride is going to bring you down to a grave. So you're laying all these traps, but what, you're going to fall into your own trap. And that pride that you have is going to bring you down to your grave. Right?
And the noise of thy vials.
And the noise of thy vows, right? Right? Because you made so-called vows, oaths to these other people. You made your Freemason vows.
I think this is vials, right? Not vials.
Oh, vows.
Vials.
Vials.
What's a vial? The noise of like vials.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah. Because they're oaths. Because they're supposed to be square men. You make their vows, whatever, oaths, whatever. Say they're gonna do this and that. I mean, but they did that too. Well, let's see what that
Yeah. I read it in what was it? 14? Is that 14 what?
14 and 11.
Yeah, Con. That's I read it in NLT. It says, "Your might and power were buried with you. The sound of the harp in your palace has ceased."
the music,
Yeah.
Sound, music, of instruments.
Right.
Hymnia.
Okay.
Hymnia.
Yeah,
8,
So basically,
1998.
the mirth.
the mirth, your happiness, your mirth.
Right.
Your happiness. So your happiness is crumbling. Then there you go.
So now maggots are your sheet and worms your blanket.
yeah. You covered it up because what it said, because they despise iniquity what in your beds. So now the worms are your sheep, and the maggots what your bed. So now that's gonna be your rest.
Great.
That's gonna be your rest, your grave.
That's
Right.
beautiful. Yeah. It
Right.
says the worm is spread under thee,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and the worms cover thee.
Right, there you go.
How art thou fallen from heaven,
Yeah.
O Lucifer,
Hey, how was God fallen from heaven? Oh, Lucifer.
son of the morning?
Right, Lucifer meaning light bearer, right? Not talking about the spiritual demon Satan. Right? Not talking about the spiritual demon Satan. Right?
No, the bearers of light.
Lucifer meaning the light bearer, man. He's the Illuminati.
Yeah,
Right?
The ones in power.
The ones in power and rulership. Right? Yeah, the Bilderbergs, the Ponce, the Gettys, the Abraham, the Rothschilds, right? We know the Rothschilds is in power. They ain't gonna pay for Israel. Right? Right?
It says, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?
Yeah, they got all this technology. You got all the money. You're in your rulership. How in the world did you come? How'd you lose?
Yeah. What did you do?
Yeah. And what did 50 say? Everything was all good just a week ago? Yeah, man, everything was all good just a week ago.
Yeah, just in a carnal comparison, you got like a badass NFL team, and also you lose to the worst team in the league. How the hell did you lose?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got everything. You got the best running back, the best quarterback, got the best coach, and you fucking lose. How'd you lose, Esau?
It says, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven.
Right, yeah, in your heart, your mind, saying basically in a way saying you're God. I'm gonna send it to heaven. I'm gonna have my international space station, have all these different things, have my what's it called? Star Wars program. You got your laser beams, you got your laser weapons. Hey, everything's a go. Right? The G6 is ready, so you can push the Karagma. Everything's a go. Right?
You're sitting on top of the world.
You're sitting on top of the world. Top of the world. Sitting on top of the world. Yeah. Yeah.
Says, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
Right.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation.
Right, which is the Israelites, man.
In
Sitting above us, man. Yeah. I'm gonna be
ruling
I'm
over
gonna rule over them. Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah. We here. We underneath this devil, man. And so that whole thing brings on that pomp, that pride, right? But it's gonna be his death, man. It's gonna be his bed, right? The worms are gonna cover him. What do worms do, and what do maggots do to a body? And it says in your grave, yeah, it's gonna eat your flesh, right? You're dead, right?
I will be like the Most High.
Right. So you think you're God, man?
Oh,
Right.
in the sides of the north, I will ascend.
Right. North. What America? Right. Dealing with North America, right? Right. That's why the apostle said this is the major place where all the things are gonna happen. Where the come show on.
Okay.
Yeah. This is where the greatest salvation has to be from. It's from America, man. Right.
Where Judah and Israel were oppressed together.
Right. Where Judah and Israel were oppressed together.
Yeah. Beautiful story, man. Beautiful story by the Lord, man. Bringing all the tribes together to get us out of here. Lord willing, and we make it.
It's a love story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they say, it's the Lord's movie. Oh, even like the brothers was mentioning, which I didn't even think about that. One of the brothers I was listening to, they were thinking, I was like, oh shit, yeah, because it's almost like a Mario Brothers. You ever watch Mario? You see the Mario Brothers? The princess is stuck in the castle, and that's where we at. We're stuck in the Babylon the Great, and the Lord's coming to get his princess, man.
Right. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Same with the dragon.
Trying to save him from the dragon, which is Esau, right? Yeah.
You matter with it, brother?
Sarah Connor kept me from cracking.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let her burn, let my tablet stay good. Yeah, I was holding my page in the book and it fell out.
Yeah.
Continuing on.
Yeah.
It says, verse 14, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell.
Yeah. Hell, which is the grave, man. Right? Hell is the grave, right?
And ultimately, they're going to be
Sheol.
in the hell.
In slavery, yeah.
Captivity, thrown into a pit, head first into the pit. To the sides of the pit.
Right, yeah.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee.
Right, done. That's it. And that's ultimately what's happening right now. Because everybody's coming up against him saying, hey, look, you're a war criminal. So everybody now looking narrowly upon you.
And then narrowly is side-eyeing your ass.
Side-eye, yeah. That's what everybody.
Shit.
Yeah, that's why it says, let the weak say I'm strong. And that's what all the weak is saying. They side-eyeing you now. Oh, wait a minute. Hezbollah, little Hezbollah shot missiles on you. Little goddamn Yemen did some things to you. What's the other one? The Houthis, little Houthis did something to you.
Hey, what's the
what
was in pirates that America couldn't even deal with? They started bombing them too, because they was just tormenting them. You know what I mean? With their big bad ass selves, and they coming up.
I think that was the goddamn Africans.
Yeah, it was.
The Hamite.
I forget.
What's that called?
Yeah, I can't think of the name of
Somalians. Somalian pirates. Yeah, that was the Somalian pirates.
Another group up there in the
they were helping them.
Middle East though.
No, they were helping them. I read a thing that the Somalian pirates was helping the people from Yemen. They were bombing. They were helping them shoot only. They were only going after American ships and ships that had to do anything with Israel.
Yeah.
Any other ship, if it went through and didn't have nothing to do with America or Israel, they let it go by without touching it. Yeah.
Said, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee,
right,
and consider thee, saying,
right,
is this the man?
See, and that proved that Lucifer, when it's saying, it's not talking about the spiritual demon Satan, right? Because if you go up, believe, did you read at 11?
I did.
Started there.
No, I think it's
Yeah, that's 10.
10. Okay, can you read up to 10? Can you read up to 10? Go back up to 10 and then go back down. Yeah.
Isaiah 14 and 10.
Right.
All they shall speak and say unto thee,
right,
art thou also become weak as we?
Yeah. Hey, everybody's saying as you weak as we. So it proves, it says, and they say, is this the man? So they say, hey, is this the man as you become weak as we? Right? So which proves that what? The spiritual demon Satan can't get tired because he's a spirit. Right? He don't get tired. He don't get weary. He don't have to eat. He don't have to drink. Right? Just like when he went, it said that he went up and down through the earth. When the Lord introduced Job, he said, hey, what were you doing? He's out going to and fro in the earth, up and down, to and fro in the earth. Jacob's ladder, yeah. And he didn't get tired. He wasn't tired of nothing, right?
He just said, I just doing whatever you told me to do.
Right, yeah, that's it. Right. Go back. Oh,
it says, art thou become like unto us?
Art thou come like us? So the spiritual demon, when he gonna come to be like us? That doesn't make sense. And then when you read the next verse, it says, "Oh Lucifer." So that can't be the spiritual demon Satan. Come on, have common sense, people. Come on, that's a man that is speaking about. Right?
Back to 16. Is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
Yeah, it says, "This the man that caused the earth to tremble." We're talking about Amalek. We're talking about what is it called? What they call? NATO, EU, America, right? Speaking of you made the earth to tremble. Started with America, right? Because you shot Fat Boy and Little Man on Japan. You caused the earth to tremble, man. Right?
They made fire come to them.
Right. And how much more when you got these storms? These that's why they're making these movies, geostorms, and these movies trying to make it seem like these storms are gonna come, and now that's the new scare. Now it's not a sickness or plagues or solar flare. Everything's something with
Asteroid.
what is it called? The global warming. Everything has to do with global warming now. Now that's the new boogeyman. The new boogeyman is going to be global warming, right?
Greenhouse effect.
Yeah.
That made the world as a wilderness
Right.
and destroyed the cities thereof.
That's what they did. Through the hurricanes, through you bombing Gaza, you destroyed the cities thereof, right?
And they don't talk about what they did over there in Japan anymore.
No.
You know, and the
Right.
Apostle brought that out a while ago. That just Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That's just what gets talked about.
There was many.
They carpet bombed that place, man. Many cities over there,
Right.
just for shits and giggles.
Right.
We got the ordinance. Let's use it.
And they said they hit it so bad that they left the shadows of the people
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the ground.
Yeah.
Damn.
And they don't think them folks want no get back. You know what I mean? Oh, it's all good. Good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Our kids are still coming out with 6 and 12 toes. But now we good.
Even what they did in North Carolina, they're talking about, they found a great deposit of uranium, right? So they basically let that thing get flooded out or whatever they did, use some type of weather manipulation device. Yeah, using the HARP to get those people out of there so they can dig up that mining. Because I guess they were saying whoever mayor or whatever actually gave them permission, signed in permission just before this happened. Because people were worried about them digging up and it was going to cause, like a ripple effect to the environment, man. Right?
Now they don't have to worry about it.
Now they don't have to worry about it because them people, they all cleaned out of it.
Yeah, it's like that scene in Shooter. You know how you get a group of people to just move without any, like killing the town in front of them. And the next town, that's just moving. You know? And that's what them little man. They just,
Oh yeah, it was too much shit. Like, oh
Yeah.
shit, you see what I
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, let's move because these folks don't mess around. They kill for fun.
Yeah. But,
I think
Yeah, that's really, yeah. I mean, we can always keep going, but that's it. That's everything.
yeah, that's it.
Second Lazarus.
that brother's still holding
Oh, boy.
release of the flock.
Hey, you're coming.
It's Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Yeah, I got it. I'm holding the second lesson. Yeah, when we get it, we were on it.
I got it.
No, you got it.
I got it.
I want to get it.
Hold the dragons and the ravens.
But I wanted to get this one before we went.
30 and 7.
Right.
You got it?
All right.
You got it? But this brother's still bringing out
Go ahead.
He'll be all right.
Go ahead, bring it out.
God. Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes, the water, brother, that he had proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
Like Teeman being the Germans, right? They're the one who built the ICBM missiles, man. So what? They're gonna draw you out to the battle what to shoot off these ICBM missiles that Demon created, man. Right?
Surely he shall make their inhabitants desolate with them.
Habitation.
And habitation desolate with them.
Habitation going to their places of their residence. Yeah, place of residence. It's gonna make them desolate, man. Not only the land of Israel, but also here in so-called America, Babylon the Great, man. Wiped out. Totally destroyed.
God.
And why? Because the land is soaked with blood.
Yeah, absolutely.
The man cannot be cleansed.
And that's happening right now as we speak, man. Yeah, that's happening right now, man. You're seeing the least of the flock being drawn out, man. By what's going on over there in the so-called Middle East. And they although they say they don't want to go into the battle, they got no choice.
Yeah.
Amalek is Esau's grandson, man.
Yeah.
If you have your grandson, what are you gonna do? You go try to protect him, right? That's what they're doing, man. Come here, little Bobby.
Troublemaker.
What's he got, bro?
Oh, you forgot. Oh,
Yeah.
No. What do you want?
What else you want, brother?
oh, was it? Get the Genesis 16 and 11.
Yeah, that's right. That was good. I mean, I had it because I was, you read the one in Jeremiah 49. You want the one in Jeremiah 50 as well?
That's good.
Okay. Because it links Esau with Babylon. Makes it synonymous. Same people. Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon. Okay?
Identify which Babylon
Yeah,
is already
daughter
read
of
that Esau, Edom is the daughter of Babylon.
You want that Genesis 16 and 11 Bible shop?
Go around
Okay.
like every other else.
This is Genesis chapter 16 and verse 11. And the angel of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and it's like
Take your time, brother.
God.
Enunciate.
And shalt bear a son, and shalt call his name. How you say that word?
Ishmael.
Ishmael. The water, brother. Because of the Lord Yahweh Shai hath heard thy affliction.
Yeah. So this Ishmael is being what? Is basically the Arabs, right?
Progenitor
Arabs. Yeah, the progenitor of the Arab race, right? And it's yeah.
What do you want? Saudi Arabia?
You can
30 and 7?
37. Can you read that? Yeah, please. Didn't read. I've been asking to read, so I don't know how to go.
Say it.
Deuteronomy 30 and 7, and it reads, And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee.
Right. See, so ultimately, it went. What you said when the brother read about Ishmael, right? So all the things that you've done for us, done against us, all these curses are going to come upon you. So really, ultimately, what's going to happen is, matter of fact, can you get Deuteronomy 15, Deuteronomy 28 and 15? Oh, well, give me. Oh, give me.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Right.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto
Right.
the voice of Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, thy power.
Right, because these are curses. This is what the Lord said that He was going to do to us as the Israelites for not listening, for not hearkening. But since we're starting to obey, right? Did you finish the one on What was it? When we start with
That's okay.
Jeremiah.
Yeah.
What is that at the end? Very nice.
They should be destroyed.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 49.
Jeremiah. Jeremiah. Was it 47?
47, yeah.
47.
Yeah, it says that.
9.
Yeah, it says that. I'll read it again. Jeremiah 47. And baldness is coming upon Gaza right now. Okay. Yeah, because they're supposed to be destroyed. Same
Yeah.
prophecy, yeah.
Yeah.
The people down there in Gaza, those of that area.
Go ahead.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, thy power, to observe, to do all his commandments.
Right, because these are the curses that came upon us. But it says once we start obeying the Lord, that the Lord will put all the curses that were upon us upon our enemy, which that's Amalek. Amalek is our enemy, right?
All the nations, yeah.
So
Yeah,
starting with Amalek,
yeah.
yeah. So that's what's happening,
They
man.
all made that Talmud.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
And his statutes which I commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Yeah. All these curses will come upon and take you. So basically, that's what we read out when we were talking about that, in that verse. It said that he can't stop. He can't stop doing it. That's the part I wanted to make. So all these curses are going to overcome you and take you. You ain't going to be able to put it off.
Right.
Right. Right. We read earlier that he can't stop. Can you read that part? I think is that what he said? Yeah, basically he can't stop. The Lord's going to force him to do it. So being that he's doing all these things, all these curses will come upon him and overtake him, and he can't put it off. He can't stop doing it. He can't help himself.
He's
Right.
Diddy on steroids, can't stop, won't stop.
Right.
Right. Let's start verse 6. Jeremiah 47:6. I'm reading NLT. It says, "Now the sword of the Lord,
Right.
Yahweh
That's
Hashem Yahushai, when will you be at rest again?"
Right. When are you going to stop killing everybody? That's your MO. World War I was started because of you. World War II is because of you, and World War III is going to be because of you, right? And which is your end, the end of your empire, the end of your kingdom, right?
It says, "Go back into your sheath, rest and be still."
Right.
It says,
Sheath, sheath, basically like a holster.
sheath,
Like a holster. Go back into your sheath, because that's what the sword, and that's what the Lord told. That's what the Lord told Peter. Put your sword back into your sheath. For what? He live by the sword, shall die by the sword. But guess what it says?
but he can't.
So you can't do it.
It says,
Like,
but
can
how?
you get that? Can you get that?
It says, but
live
how?
by the sword, die by the sword.
It says, "But how can it be still when the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has sent it on a mission?"
Hey, how can it be still? He can't stop killing. He's you get that? He's the harbinger of death, ain't it?
Well, no,
He's
that's
a-
not a-
He's
he has as death.
as death. Yeah.
Habakkuk 2.
Please. He's like the harbinger of death. Like he can't stop, right? Well, Habakkuk 2 said he is as hell. Yeah. Habakkuk 2, and then there's another one. Yeah, he says death. He can't be He can't be satisfied. Right. Oh yeah.
Let me finish this. Oh, you got it?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. It says, "But how can it be still when the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has sent it on a mission?"
Man, how can he stop? The Lord made him a killer, right? The Lord, he's the killer.
Yeah. "For the city of Ashkelon and the people living along the sea must be destroyed."
Hey, it must be destroyed. Hey, because that whole thing is all going to cause World War III, man. It's going to cause this grief amongst all the people, bringing in Russia. I think I seen an article where it said Russia is backing up Iran.
Russia, China.
Right, they're already behind Iran.
North
So
Korea.
we're right there. So all we need is them to push the Karagma.
Going into the Dragon's River.
Right.
Whatever you want, that boy.
Yeah, I'm about to bring that.
Okay.
This is Matthew chapter 26 and verse 54. No, 52, Slakia. Then said Yahushua unto him, put up again thy sword.
Right, that's this devil, man. Put up your sword. But the Lord said he can't. He put him on a mission.
Yeah.
But this is for the elect, man.
Unto his place.
Right.
For all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna take the sword. We're gonna perish with the sword. And when the Lord said you can't help it. So this is ultimately, Israel has lost. Right? You already lost before you even began. All that pomp, that pride, and you lost.
Israelis.
Yeah. Israelis.
Yeah.
Israelis. You wish people.
What?
Yeah.
Habakkuk 2 in verse 5, and it reads, in 4, I'll start at 4.
Yeah.
So, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
That's right. That's why he's got to keep. That's why he's got to keep
You
killing.
gotta keep killing. Yeah.
But the just shall live by faith.
Right. That's us, man.
Like Friday the 13th, Jason could stop killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to.
He just
Can't. Mikey, give it to Mikey. He loves everything. Yeah. He can't stop.
Verse 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth with by wine.
Wine, all these different philosophies. They're what we were just speaking about passing their laws, all these different things, right? You transgress by your wine, your philosophies, your lies, your laws, your rules, these different things that you pass off as a good thing, but really it's all to bring death, man. It's all to bring you under slavery, under oppression, right? You oppress a man, even his heritage, even in his house, even in his heritage, man. Man, wow.
He is a proud man.
Right, you're proud. That's that pomp. I'm saying that, but pomp has brought you what? To the grave. Your pride is going to bring you to the grave, man. But
Neither keepeth at home.
yeah, your military's all over the place, man. You're always warring. You never stay at home.
bases, embassies,
Right.
all
And what we just read, he can't stop, but he can't stop. He can't. He can't. Right.
Who enlarges his desire as hell
Yeah.
and is as death.
Hey, hell is the grave, right?
Hey,
Sheol, which is the grave. So everywhere this man go, man, prepare to die, man. There's gonna be a lot of death. When he shows up, people die, man.
hey,
Right.
Here's your point. And cannot be satisfied.
Yeah, he can't be satisfied. He can't be
stop,
satisfied.
won't stop.
Was that one? He's not satisfied with blood. Did he read that?
Yeah, he read that.
Yeah.
Ezekiel 35.
Right. Yeah. He's not satisfied with blood, man. Yeah. See.
But gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people.
Right. Yeah. Because that's what the Quran was all about. You're gonna have all these different nations, different people, but everybody's worshiping him. Everybody's worshiping his great. I don't know what he think it is, but his great plan of having a new world order, right? But yeah.
It says, verse 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him in a taunting
proverb? Yeah, there you go. So now all these people, right? That's gonna go into this right here. Right, keep going.
and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
Uh-huh.
How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
Right? Yeah, debt, man, because that's his system. Yeah, debt. Because even with the Karagma is to put you in debt, man. You're gonna be a debt slave. So everybody's gonna have the microchip in their hand or in their forehead, and that's the only way you're gonna buy and sell. Because you're gonna be a debt. You basically, your body is gonna pay for your debt, right? You're gonna have to use your body, right, and be a slave, right? Debt slaves. That's how the system is created, for you to be debt slaves, right? That's why everything runs off of credit. right? Which don't make sense, right? Why would I? I'm in the hole, so I'm gonna go borrow more money to get myself out of the hole.
But then I'm
Going deeper into the hole. That's this man.
And then I'm gonna send trillions of it over to some foreign
Yeah,
country,
which you can't get
Yeah.
back because it's all loan, it's all debt.
It pays no taxes
It's
here.
right.
You know what I mean? It doesn't do anything for this country except draw it into war after war.
Right. Oh, go ahead. What was it? What?
Okay, to verse 6, 7. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Verse
what,
7.
8. Was it 8?
7.
Okay.
Shall they not all rise up suddenly?
Yeah. Go to 8. Yeah. Go say
1,
7 to 8.
7 and 8.
7 to 8.
Come. Habakkuk 2 and 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly
Right.
that shall fight thee?
Okay, so all these they're doing all these different things against these other nations, and look, now they're getting tired. They get tired of this, right? Let the weak say I'm strong, right? You get that? That's in Joel 3. I think 3 and 10 maybe.
And awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for
Right.
booties.
Awake. And
unto them.
That's what these people are doing. They're waking up. Like the Arabs that used to battle with each other. Now they're starting to say, hey, wait a minute. I'm Ishmael. You Ishmael. We Ishmael. Hey, let's stick together and let's go against these Amaleks or these small hatters, right? The Jewish people, the Zionists.
The major player is
Right.
Turkey.
Right, the
The
major
true
player.
terrorist
Yeah, the
on
major
the
player is
planet.
Turkey. Yeah. Right. So now they saying what? To go against you now. Now they're coming up against you. See, because you was thinking with all your pride that was the way to go. But now your enemies or your allies is becoming your enemies now. Right?
Verse 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations.
Right. Yeah. See, you took from them. You stole, you took, or basically you came in there, destroyed people, plundered them, and then say, hey, we'll help you rebuild, but here we're gonna give you this with a bunch of interest tagged onto it. So we'll help you build back up your city, but it's gonna be interest, and because they have that interest all tagged along with it, now pretty much we own you, we run over you, and we don't tell you what to do in your own land because you owe us.
Democracy.
Yeah, that's democracy, right? Yeah.
And what
Ultimately-
else goes with that too?
Wait.
We're gonna help you build up.
Grenade.
Yeah, hey, grenade. But when we build it up, we're gonna set up where all your resources, your natural resources,
are ours.
are gonna come to us.
Right.
And you're not gonna make nothing on them. Nothing. Whereas, and you see that even now with all these other nations that have all of these resources where they should be getting some type of profit, they get nothing, man. Pennies on the dollar.
If they do get it, it's small, it's very small.
They're mining gold, but all of the profit comes to the people that, and they get nothing.
They see it.
Oh, man.
Shebas
Hey.
wars, they freak out.
I'd like to stand out here sometimes just with that sign, just to see the expression, that look like, but like they shit the bed, man.
Yeah, what would you say? The last part? But yeah, because
No, I said that they don't get nothing. They pennies on the dollar.
yeah, they get pennies on the dollars, including especially when you deal with nations like Haiti, which is the poorest place, but they got the second largest deposit of vibranium, which vibranium is 3 times more than gold. So this place that should not be one of the poorest places on earth should be one of the places that's in abundance and riches. They're not, because that's what they're saying. That belongs to us.
Yeah.
It's yours, but we're coming just to take it,
Right.
and you're not going to benefit from it at all.
Right.
You got a place called what is it? It's in Africa, which is the Dominican Republic. No, not the Dominican Republic, but the Congo Republic. That's what it is. Yeah, the Congo Republic. The Congo Republic also has the largest deposit of vibranium, which is worth 3 times more than gold too. Also, and they're taking all these different. Oh, that was in Nigeria. They have great deposit of gold, but vibranium is worth 3 times more than gold.
We haven't heard anything.
You haven't heard
I
anything
haven't
about
heard
that?
anything
About
that.
that? Great.
Like, you
Great.
already know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that great deposit in Nigeria that they found a gold in Nigeria.
Oh, you can go through.
Yeah, the great deposit in Nigeria that they found of gold, but you haven't heard nothing about it. But the U.S. government went into it, and now where those Nigerians ain't benefiting from it, right? The people from Haiti ain't benefiting from it. The people from the Congo, the Dominican Congo, the Republic of Congo, right? It's not benefiting. Right. Okay.
Is it more than that?
Yeah. I was just looking up that melanin is worth 554 per gram. You know,
Yeah.
even that costs more than gold. Oh, where was that at?
2
Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
Right. See, that's what's happening. See, America, Israel had destroyed many nations, but the Lord going to destroy them, man. That's what's happening, man. America's going to be destroyed, man. So you so-called Black, Hispanic, and then Indians better repent while it's time, right?
Because of men's blood and for the violence of the land of the city and of all that dwell therein.
Right, because they destroyed, they spilled a lot of people's blood. Haven't you heard about you reap what you sow? Well, so America has to reap what it sows. So a lot of destruction has to come from America because of men's blood, right? So now all these people are coming together. You have allowed them to come together. They say, hey, man, hey, we got to make a taunting proverb against this guy. We need to come against them, right? Oh,
You want it? Okay.
yeah.
2 Edges 15 and verse 29. It says, "For the nations of the dragons of Arabia."
Right. See, this is the nation of the dragon of Arabia. See, who said the Apocrypha is not part of the Bible, or who said it's not canon? Right? Because this is the thing that's happening right now today. Right?
Actually, I'll start off with verse 28. 2 Edges 15 and 28. It says, "Behold, an horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east."
Right. From the east. We're talking about from
Yeah.
the east.
Yep.
So-called Middle East, what you call it, right?
Right. "Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots."
Arabia, right, goes back into what the brother read about Ishmael. Ishmael is the father of the Arabians, right? Which goes back to being Ishmael, the Arabians, or Ishmael, however you want to call
It
it.
doesn't say he's a wild man.
He's a wild man. Did he finish?
Man should be at the
Did you finish that part?
volleyball.
No, he didn't go all the way
Oh,
down.
he didn't go down.
No, you didn't part the part that he's a wild man. Yeah, please.
Go back to
Are you okay?
Well, keep going.
Okay.
And then go back to
Sorry.
It says again.
it's still
It
going.
says,
It's still going.
Right,
It's
right.
still going down.
I'll read verse 28 again. It says, "Behold, an horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia
Yeah, that's right.
shall come out with many chariots."
Yeah. See, they got ready for war, man. See, they gonna say, all these people that you came out against, should they not bite thee? Right? Should they not come back up against you?
Right.
Right? They're gonna come against you.
Right. It says, "And the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth."
Right. Going until they come as swiftly.
Fast.
They come as fast with,
Yeah.
right? Because now they got
Yeah.
who knew that they had? I didn't even know they had hypersonic ballistic missiles. You know, the little they got hypersonic ballistic missiles. That's not even talking about the nuclear missiles.
No.
They have hypersonic ballistic missiles now,
Did you find it, brother?
right?
Can't be stopped.
No, that's Genesis
Yeah,
16.
Travel 3 times the speed of sound.
You said 11.
11, yeah.
16,
Go down
11.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
but you gotta go
Where it
down.
says the one, he should become a Ishmael. You said Ishmael.
Go back to the part where it says Ishmael and then we'll read through. Right, but go ahead, keep going.
It says,
But it's gonna tie in.
it says the wind upon, it says, "And the multitude of them should be carried as the wind upon earth,
Right.
that
Yeah.
all they which hear them may fear and tremble."
Right, hey, it's coming swift, hey, and that's what's happening right now because 2 million Jews fled Israel. They're trembling, and that's not even them coming up against them yet, all the way.
No.
So how much more in that time, right?
Right.
When it really gets set off,
Right.
right?
It says, "Also the Carmanians raging
Right.
in wrath."
Right, Carmanians. If you go back, that goes to the Persians, and if you go look up the word Iran being Persia, Iran is the Persians. So that's the Carmanians.
Right.
So it just talked about Ishmael, right? So that's them Yemen, the Houthis,
Right.
the Hezbollah, the what's it?
Dragons of Arabia.
Right, they're the Dragons of Arabia, but I'm trying to bring it into the news, what they know in the news, right? So the Houthis, what was the first ones that they started fighting against?
Hezbollah.
Well, they got Hezbollah, but Houthis, they
Hamas.
Hamas, yeah, they fought against Hamas. All of that's the Arabia. Those are the Dragons of Arabia, or go back to Ishmael, right? Those are the Ishmaelites, right?
Also, the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars
Right,
of the wood.
And a boar is a very dangerous animal. A wild boar, it rips you, it grabs you like a pit bull.
And
It'll
run into your car, man.
Right.
If you're driving, it's like a wild boar.
And they got them tusks.
Got the tusks, it rips. Yeah, right, like a wild boar, right? That's talking about that's talking about Iran, right? The Persians,
Edomites, right?
no, Elam, yeah, Elam.
Elam is part of that too.
They're not
It's the
Ishmael.
East Indians.
Yeah,
No,
the East
no,
Indians.
they part of the Persians. No,
Yeah, well,
Elam.
Yeah, that's Iranians, right?
No, Elam is the East Indians.
Okay, Elam, yeah.
Yeah,
What are they a part of?
I thought they were part of the Persians as well.
No, they're Persians, yeah, right. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. They're Persians.
But
They're Persians.
Iran
they-
is also.
No, they're that's Ishmael.
No, Iran is Elam.
Oh, Iran. No, I don't know. Iran. That's what I'm talking about. We said Iran is Persian.
Right.
We said that.
We talking about
Right. No, yeah, we're talking about, yeah, the East Indians are Persians. Iran. We said that. We're talking about Iran.
People with Shiva, with the six
Iran.
armed god.
No,
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 that's
it's-
the East Indians.
Right.
That's the
Iran.
East and the dot. With the dot.
Right. Those are Persians. They're
Those
Persians.
are Persians as well, but
Right.
they're not Iranians.
What are we
They're
talking
two
about?
different nations.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Persians.
Yeah, we're talking about the Persians.
Okay, Also, the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood. It says, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them.
Right, with great power,
Right.
like the Russians. Right, the Russians gonna join with them. The Russians is great power.
Right. And shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians.
Right. Yeah. And the Assyrians what goes to America, right? Because America is the Assyrian. Because the Lord said the Assyrian, the hammer, right? Right. So, but the Lord said the Syrian carries the hammer of the Lord, or the anger of the Lord. So the Syrian goes to America, right? So the Lord, they're going to destroy America, right? So yeah, so the ICBM missiles are going to get shot on America, right? They're going to have World War III, all these different things is going to happen.
Yep. Want to get that Genesis? Go back to that Genesis. Oh, that's Isaiah.
10. Yeah, right. You get to Isaiah 10 real quick. So that's the Syrians talking about America, because America got that military, right? And that military is the rod of the Lord. So when you learn that, you finish that again. You use that. The second that's when you read the Carmanians, and then it says that they're going to shoot upon
Right. Also, the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as wild boars of the wood.
right. Yeah, keep on.
And with great power they shall come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians.
With Ishmael. They're going to join battle with Ishmael, right?
Right.
And they're going to start wasting right along with Russia, right?
And then shall the dragons have the upper hand.
Hey, they're gonna have the upper hand, man. Right. The dragons. Who's the dragons? It's talking about the Arabs.
Right. It says, remembering their nature.
Remembering their nature. Oh, when you spoke.
I got it.
Yeah, okay.
And if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them.
Right. They shoot what's going on.
keep on.
Didn't you say something about sheep right there? Oh, right here.
Yeah, keep on.
The land
Then these shall be troubled, led, and keep silence through their power, and shall flee.
Right. They're gonna come and fight against you, Amalek. They'll fight against all you Amalek, which is really gonna go into that whole Western Edomite power structure.
Right.
Because all of them gonna have to help America and Amalek. Because right, they're all supposed to be buddy, but then in the end they're all gonna pull out and say, hey, we against America and Israel too. Right? They're gonna shoot missiles on America too. Keep
Right. And from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them and consume some of them. And in their host shall be fear and dread and strife among their kings. Behold, clouds from the east and from the north unto the south, and they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm. They shall smite one another, and they shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth, even their own star, and blood shall be upon the sword unto the belly.
Right. So they basically, it says something about them smiting Syrians.
Read it again.
They're going to smite in the land of Assyria.
Right.
I'll
read it again.
Yeah, they're just like
Second Ezra 15:33 says, and for the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them.
Yes, he will besiege them. Right.
And consume some of them.
Right.
And in their host shall be fear and dread and strife among their
Which
kings.
is talking about the Americans. Go ahead and read that right now.
Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1.
No, Isaiah. No, that's.
I'm gonna go back
Isaiah
to
10 and 5.
Okay, yeah. Oh, Syria, out of my anger.
This is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 5. And I will send him against an hypocritical nation and against the people of my wrath.
Right.
Will I give him a charge to take the spoil.
Right. See, the Lord is the one who raised up Esau, Edom, or he raised up a nation, but at this time, Esau's that nation. Esau's that ruling nation. That's that top nation that the Lord rises up against.
Hey, brother, you got to start at 5, brother. You got to start at 5.
Oh, slack it.
Where you at?
You started at 6.
Oh,
Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 5. Oh, Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation.
Right. See, the Assyrians dealing with America right now, right? Because they're the ruling class, and that's the rod of the Lord's anger, right? The Lord gave him that power seat so they could, to have that control.
The
right?
staff in their hands is
Staff
my indignation.
right? Gave them that rulership, right? Staff deals with rulership.
Right.
They're ruling the world. We said the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, right?
And also going into the sword.
Right.
That's the Lord's righteous anger,
Right.
okay, towards these nations, man.
Towards these other nations, yeah. Right? Keep going.
Verse 6. And I will send him against an hypocritical nation and against the people of my wrath.
Right.
Will I give him a charge to take the spoil.
Right, commandment, right? Charges basically, like say you have commandment to basically wield his power over all these nations. That's America. They've had all this power, but the Lord is about to take it from them. Right? What?
And to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
Right, yeah, stomp you out, put you down, put you at the mire of the street. The mire meaning mud, right? Right, just stomp you out till you have nothing. That's what they did to Gaza, right? There's nothing in Gaza right now. It's just mud, dust and mud, right? But that's because the Lord gave them power to do that. But the Lord's going to get ready to take their power. The Lord's about to take that sword from them. Go ahead.
Verse 7. How?
No, not you.
That's it.
Okay.
You have to do,
Genesis.
yeah.
Okay, Genesis 16, and I'll start at 11. It says, now Abraham and Sarah were old and well stricken in age, and they ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of a woman. It says, therefore, Salakia. I was
16.
Yeah, 16. Salakia. It says, and the angel of the Lord said unto her, behold, thou art with child. It says, and shall bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael.
Right.
Because the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has heard thy affliction.
right?
And he-
Called Ishmael,
right? And he will be a wild man.
Right, and that's what's happening right now. Ishmael over there is becoming a wild man, what you call the Arabs. He's a wild man, right? Keep on.
Right? His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him.
Right, see, that's what's been happening for thousands of years. Everybody who went and fought against Ishmael ended up losing, right? And that's what's happening right now. Amalek, right, or what they call Jewish people over in that land, they're gonna lose too, right? You have caused them to come together, and now that the dragons of Arabia have come together, they know they're banding together, and they're gonna have Russia and China to join with them. North Korea. So all these things are going to come to your end. The Lord's going to take your blessing, which is the sword. He's going to take it.
Right?
Right?
And he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren.
Right? And we see this on the world stage. So this is the presence of all his brethren. So the world stage, the world news, you see what's going on and what's happening. So with all that, we want to give, all praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Akapadash.
Yeah, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule well and do well, right? To the Akim and the Four Winds, preaching the truth of sincerity, right? We just want to say, a Bible ball.
Bible ball.
Shalom.
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 Face the east. That's what we turn. You want to do it, let people know. We're in the word.
Oh, Shalom, Yawasab, Shalom, Salakia. We didn't get to your precepts. Shalom though. Yahweh Shem Shabrakatah, brother.
That's why it was meant for me to be brushed off and listening to you.
Right.